A common theme that Rupper picked up on was mistakes made by Montreal leading to goals for Tampa. Can you break that down for us on the big screen?
Yes, we definitely will. And here's the problem, is that Montreal hasn't done this all playoffs. That's why they're here.
True.
Now all of a sudden these things are happening on a regular basis. They're shooting themselves in the foot. So let's look here. Early in the game, this is what happens here. Let's roll it forward. And you're going to get this play here. And it's a harmless play, right? The puck's going to go around the boards. But we're going to, I'll tell you when, right now, get a pause, please. So we got Josh Anderson. We're going to keep an eye here. See the puck down in the corner? It does, just my preference and what I was always taught as a winger here, do not go down low. You don't go below the hash marks here to get involved. You can shade over and then come up high and resume your spot. Leave. Jeff Petry's here. He's going to go in there and he's going to contain Andre Plot. Roll this thing forward a little bit. And if you go, you 100% have to get that puck. So go in here, and let's get a pause here. He's in there first, so that is what is 100, right? That's his 100%. Kakinemi following through. He's going to cover for him. But he misses the puck here. Rolls should have gone in there, shaded, and then gone to his point man. Petry would have followed and kept it all on the outside, okay? This one was the backbreaker, I think, in the game. And we're going to roll it here. Your first chance to get out. Bring it back a second here. This is Letkinen. So we talk about not managing the puck and not getting it out. You've got to get the puck out here. You're a winger, and if you've got this kind of pressure, you might just have to eat this puck. You might have to sit here. You can bump it here to Phil Deneau, but you might have to eat this one and take a hit. Roll it forward. You can't just take a chip at it and hope. That puck's got to get in. That puck has to get in. You've already know you got guys going for a change. Roll this forward. We're going to let it run. That hasn't happened in the playoffs up to this point, and this is the pause I wanted here. Okay, this is where we're at here. Letkinen's got the puck. The trust. This is where trust comes into play. Everyone's trusting that this puck is going to be managed. Why shouldn't it be? You've got time and space. Put this thing deep so we can get off the ice. Roll it forward. He doesn't get it deep. Right here. Shea Weber's joining. There's 1D up already. Pause it here. All right, so now you recognize Jeff Petry's got to be like, whoa, man, we didn't get that in. I can't go. I got to stay. Webb's is up already. That's 1D. I'm the only safety valve left. What's he do? Roll it forward. He decides he's going off too. Now you've got a 2-on-0 right here on Carey Price. These are things that, again, I don't want to keep going and saying that, but it hasn't happened. That's why they're here. They've been so good. And now things are falling apart, and these are the details. And then this is one thing when we look on the other side of it, right? We want to know, what does it look like to manage the puck? Patty Maroon has 0 goals in the playoffs.
Right.
Okay? How many years has he been in the finals now? In a row?
Third
in a row.
Third consecutive. This is puck management. Yep. This is puck management. Let's roll this. You got Patty Maroon, the puck right here, 4 valued, and he's here 3 years in a row in the Stanley Cup Finals. And my point of pointing out that he had no goals, he's not providing goals. That's not why he's here. They have trust. And that's what Montreal doesn't have that yet. This is why Tampa is up 3-0 in the series. They execute. The other team's not.
Great breakdowns, Rupper. Get yourself some oxygen, dog. Great job, though. You're spot
awesome.
on. No, that was amazing. You're spot on. You nailed it. You highlighted it all. And I think for Montreal, a lot of this comes back to their mentality right now. And your point is great. And your points, I should say, because through the first 3 rounds, Montreal done an amazing job in these details of the game.
No doubt.
And I could really see from literally when they took the ice in game 1, the mentality didn't look to be one where there was a sense of assuredness, where they were on their toes. It was kind of tentative. They were kind of tentative. And as the series has gone on, that's why they've made some of these, to this point, uncharacteristic mistakes. And I talked to 2 coaches today, and one of them said, Weeksy, you can't feed the transition if you're Montreal. They keep feeding Tampa. Well, every time they feed Tampa, they gobble it up and go back down their net. Go back down to their end and score a goal in their net. So that was the case again. Great breakdown.
So this one, and we're gonna one more thing I want to look at was the 2 from last game. We'll just roll them through.
Yeah.
And that was right because they outplayed Tampa in game 2, correct?
No question.
Would you agree with that?
No question.
So we're gonna look up here, and you're gonna see the time on the clock, 9 seconds left. We talked about this the other day, and just gonna roll this right through. You just got a goal here to tie this up. Just eat that clock. Go into the third period tied. You try to force this. It's almost like a Hail Mary. Well, why? It was intercepted. Boom. Now you're down. Like that's the stuff they just don't do usually. And then this is the one we looked at Edmondson. I'm not trying to, beat up on Joel Edmondson here, but those are the types of things. They outplayed Tampa. They lost game 2. Now they come into a must-win home ice. We get our matchups. And that's early on. Those 2 mistakes. And It's the difference, man. It's all the difference. Details are everything in the Stanley Cup Finals.
100%. And if you look at a team like Montreal, what's hard and what's difficult is they're not as prolific a team, anywhere near as prolific offensively as Tampa. So they have to manage pucks. They have to do a good job of placing the pucks in the right spots, getting those clean exits, as you pointed out of the D zone, which they haven't been able to do. One thing that eludes Montreal so far in this series for me is synergy. There's no defensive synergy. There's no offensive synergy, and there isn't any synergy between the defense and the offense. The opposite is true for Tampa. We didn't even get into how great that third line's been. We will as the night goes along for Tampa. They've been the best line in the series. And also, Tampa's D have been money, as you just pointed out there on the screen. Not only defending, but also generating offense as well. They got a bevy of points, 2 goals from the back end in this one, too.
You know who we haven't really heard of too overly? I mean, we're hearing from everybody on that roster, but we haven't really heard much of Steven Stamkos, Braden Point. I mean, you know, like we're hearing these other, Tyler Johnson here.
Yep.
You know, Andre Plot's been awesome. I mean, this team is loaded and they're executing right now.
No question.